me, Chubbs, and over there's Mr. D. And we just got out of seeing the Batman. And this is the spoiler-free version of everything. So, and just short versions. We'll do a little more detail later. But I approve. I was highly entertained. As an old school fan, I love the references. You know, the way they really weaved in, you know, from the comics, year one, Long Halloween. And they might have had a little nod to Bane. Let's just say that. I don't want to give anything away. Little things like he in there. They say it's been 20 years, and if he was 8, like every other, you know, thing in the world, he'd be 28. Which that's fine. In year one, year two, he's young, and this movie did a really good job of showing, like, because what? He had one batarang, and it's on his chest. He didn't have all his gadgets. You know, he had the gas, and, you know, let me tell you this. They real world did this like the Nolan movies, but they gave you comic book, like, things that they were surviving and things they were doing. But if you can say, okay, it's Batman and it's a comic movie, I enjoyed it. I can believe firmly that this could all happen, you know? Later on, you know, if anybody wants to see our spoiler review, it's going to come out after this later. But just from a non-spoiler review, off the bat, me, Chubbs, I'm going to give the movie an 8 overall. Now, I'm going to turn it over here to Mr. D. Say what you think. Here. Give a score and why.
I give it like a 8.5 or 9 out of 10.
Sweet.
Because
now, as a younger person, like, you know a lot of the comic stuff because maybe I brought it up or somebody did, but I saw that you caught some of them. Like, Long Halloween, they really got, you know, we don't want to give too much away, but year one, by the way, it is year one that he has, like, dialogue in short sentences. Like, you know, I rode the train with scum today. So I think that's what he was doing with the over narration. What'd you think about Catwoman?
I think Zoe Kravitz did a good representation of Catwoman, and I feel like there could be more story for her.
Yeah, like, as somebody where Catwoman is my 4th favorite comic book character ever, they did a really good job of, they kept it really close to the things said in those comic arcs we're talking about. And they left it open enough where she, let's just say, if you want to find out where she goes, we're going to say that in the spoiler review, but in here, she goes somewhere that we know exists in the universe. I still say the gang member in the beginning is going to be the Batwing that is either Duke or Lucius Fox. You know what I'm trying to say, Fox's son. Because they both are somewhere. They didn't mention Lucius Fox at all. Now, he might not exist. We don't know. It's not. But, now, what did you think of the Batman himself?
I think it was pretty good.
Nice suit. I think they did good. You could see its armor, but it worked.
I think it's when you first see him, you're sitting there thinking, oh, he's like, it's a dark version, but then towards the end you'll find out, oh, he has a symbol of hope in him, and you'll see how quick he changes.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna do the Michelle Pfeiffer, and she was gonna find with her nails a spot on him, but she didn't. By the way, if anybody who has seen the Batman wants to know where the phrase "the cat and the bat" come from, look up 2018 on Detective Comics. Just look for the Tom King run, and in that run, Batman and Selina go off to find Talia al Ghul to do some stuff. I thought the girl helping or living with Catwoman was going to be Holly from the comics, her Robin kinda. Also, in the beginning of the movie, he's walking around like down on the street, and he says blah blah blah. In year one, he dresses like an army vet and runs into Selena and Holly, and then that's where the famous he gets stabbed by a prostitute. Holly's a prostitute. She's a dominatrix, and we saw the dominatrix wall. Or this is a spin-off of 50 Shades of Grey. But, alright, well, long movie, so we're going to stretch and head back. But overall, you said 8.5, right? You enjoyed it? Ready for more? If they do more, it's supposed to be a trilogy, I assume. They don't hire these people for one movie, but I'll give it an 8. And come back if you want to hear the whole review. It'll be sometime right after you see this video come out, so stay tuned. So, from Colonel Chubbs and Mr. D, until next time, over and out. Bye.